District Final Friday here in Division 4. The Convocation Center in Athens, Ohio is the site for what should be a really good game as Fairfield and Federal Hocking battle for a spot in the Sweet 16 here on this March Friday night. Carson Francis along with John Bruce, Kenneth Hay, our cameraman, joining you tonight from the Roundhouse on Richland. And John, like I was saying, on paper, this looks like it's going to be a really good game.
Yeah, you got some really good guards in this matchup. You got some really good shooters as well. Tarek Cottrell from Federal Hocking, their all-time leading scorer, outstanding point guard, outstanding scorer. Larkin Friend for Fairfield has 4 triple-doubles on the season, averages 14.7 points, 10 rebounds a game, and 7.5 assists. That's such a ridiculous score, stat line for a high school, 6'1" high school point guard. And he's not alone on his team. Logan McIntosh has averaged 20.8 points a game over his last 4. Trey House can really score it as well. And then for Federal Hocking, they've got one of the best shooters in Southeast Ohio, and Andrew Earhart, the senior, over 1,000 career points. He has the ability to light it up at any time for the Lancers.
Yeah, the Lancers coming into this game, split the TVC Hocking with Belpre. Had a little rough start to the season, dealt with the injury bug here and there, but they've been firing on all cylinders ever since, winners of their last 5.
Yeah, they've gotten hot at the right time of the season. One of their losses on the season was to this Fairfield team over at Alexander at the Alley. Really good game. Ends up being a 60-47 decision in that game, but I would say both teams are in much better places than they were at that time. Right now, both had a little bit of a lull late in the season, but both have gotten going at the right time.
Yeah, and as you said, Fairfield, on the other hand, started the season 16-0, and then they faced North Adams on the 26th. You guys were there for that. 59-50 loss to the Green Devils for Fairfield, and then they would lose they lost 3 out of 4 in that span, losing to Fayetteville and Miami Trace later on. But since then, they've also gotten back up on their horse, won the last 4, including a dominating win over Manchester in the district semifinal, one in which Logan McIntosh led the way with 22 points and 5 rebounds. Larkin Friend had a really huge game on both scoring and on the glass with 12 points and 19 rebounds as well.
He's 6'1", 19 rebounds. It's just ridiculous. He reads the ball really well. I literally couldn't tell you how smart he is, but based off watching how he tracks the ball, I'd say he's a very intelligent kid because he reads it so well off the bounce and whatnot. So that's why he rebounds at such a high level at 10 rebounds a game. For Fairfield, you mentioned the 3 out of 4 losses. 2 were to really good teams in North Adams and Miami Trace. The Fayetteville one was kind of a head-scratcher, but Coach Williams was out that game after being ejected in the North Adams game. But in his 2 seasons, they are 45-4, and this is their 2nd district championship game. They haven't won a district championship since 2014, though.
Last season, Fairfield came in here undefeated 24-0 to the district final, losing to Franklin Furnace Green in a very stunning upset. Meanwhile, Federal Hocking also made it to the district final last year, winning their first district title since 1970, looking to go back-to-back.
And they were, I tweeted about it on my old account, but they were one bad call away from possibly getting to the state tournament because they had Highland beat. A bad call ends up going Highland's way. Highland wins the next round as well, which I feel like Federal Hocking had a good chance to win that game as well. And they've got some unfinished business. That unfinished business, they get a chance to get some revenge against a team that has beat them this year. But they also want to get one step further than they did last year. You get one step further, I think they've got a really good chance to get 2 if they can knock off South Webster in the next round as well.
A lot of teams who are fortunate enough to get to the Convo always have that goal to stay here as long as they can.
Yeah, with the regionals being played here as well, ends up, you get used to the surroundings. Coaching here is kind of different because you don't have anything around you. So the cheerleaders, if the cheerleaders start stomping on the court, you can feel it. You can't feel it during the regular season, but you can feel it down here at the Convo. The sound just rises. It's a really strange atmosphere the first time you do it. So Fairfield came in last year, first time in a while here, didn't play really well. Now they get a chance to make things right this year, but they got to go through a really good Federal Hocking team first.
Basketball 30, as public address announcer Lou Horvath just announced, starting lineups for Federal Hocking coming out. We'll take a look at them. Tarek Cottrell, Evan McPherson, not to be confused with the Bengals kicker, alongside Cameron Joy, Mosiah Cottrell, and the lethal shooter Andrew Earhart, rounding it out for the Lancers.
Yeah, it's a nice starting lineup. It's a good mix of older and younger, and then you've got like a kid like McPherson that runs like crazy, as he's an elite cross-country runner as well.
And now the starters for the Fairfield Lions, their second consecutive game here at the Convo. Larkin Friend, Trey House, Logan McIntosh, all three of them members of the All-Shack team this season, alongside Gabe Fouch and Cade Miller, rounded out for the Lions.
Yeah, Cade Miller really came along this year, shooting 47% from three. Number 31 brings an extra dimension for them. He's the lowest scorer out of the 5 starters, but he can really get going, and if he does so, that's a big-time plus for Coach Williams. Now, the referees for tonight's game, we have Rod Nichols, Jimmy Nicholson, and Keith Throckmorton, with the alternative being Caleb Epilon. It should be a really good officiating crew like we had in the opener for tonight. So this should be a pretty well-played, well-officiated game. Should be a lot of fun.
Time to rock and roll here in the Convo. Tip-off from this Division IV district final is about to get underway. Ball is tipped to Fairfield. Larkin Friend takes it, gives it to Gabe Fouch. We are underway from the Convo as the Lions take over to start.
Just straight man to start.
Cade Miller kicks it out. House outside on the wing. Fairfield looking around, getting a feel for things. Here's Gabe Fouch, back out to Miller. Outside action, Miller inside off the glass for the first points of this game.
Yeah, good find there by Trey House. They run that Gonzaga action, do a good job hitting the roll man. And the senior Miller with a nice layup to start us off.
8 points in the last game for Cade Miller. Fedhawk looking to answer. Here's Cottrell, drives, picks up his dribble, kicks it out. Earhart. Fedhawk moving it around. Here's Evan McPherson. McPherson drives, goes up, tried to pass it on the baseline, but Friend deflected it out of bounds.
Yeah, Cottrell had flashed to the corner as a good look, but Friend just using his length and that basketball IQ to knock that ball away. And if you notice on that first possession, Trey House was right in Andrew Earhart's pocket. With how quickly he can get his shot off, you have to do that defensively or else he's going to get going early.
Cottrell inbounds on the baseline to Earhart. That's no good, but Earhart gets his own rebound, goes back up, draws the foul. Earhart known for being an outside shooter, but he showed right there he can do the dirty work inside as well.
Yeah, he's a senior, plays really hard. Really good outside shooter, but at the same time, he's a really high intelligence player, and that's what gets him to the free throw line here to start.
First free throw from Earhart is good. Federal Hocking on the board for the first time tonight. Earhart, another 1,000-point scorer on this Federal Hocking team. Back on February 16th in the, I believe, regular season finale for Fed Hawk, scored a whopping 46 points in a win over Trimble.
Yeah, not bad. And if you watch that last game, Trimble can really play defense. So to do that in a rivalry game is really impressive.
Lions looking to answer. Here's McIntosh inside, kicks it out. Fouch from the corner, no good. There's a fight for it, but Friend wins it. Friend inside to Fouch off the glass for the redemption 2.
Nice job there by Larkin Friend tracking that down and getting the assist.
Good job by Fairfield not giving up on that long rebound either. McPherson inside, dribble handoff to Cottrell. Cottrell inside to Mosaic Cottrell, can't get it to fall, and it's Friend with the rebound.
Going to be saying that a lot tonight. Good find there from Cottrell. Cottrell just couldn't get the layup to fall.
Here's McIntosh, pump fakes, jump stops, kicks it out, Fouch. Fairfield slowing it down, Friend to McIntosh. McIntosh on the baseline, drives, tried to kick it out to House. It was deflected, but Fairfield's able to keep it.
One thing you're going to notice today is how hard these teams are going to play. We've seen it so far in the first 2 minutes, 15 seconds.
That basket is good.
Another assist for Friend.
First points of the game for McIntosh. Here's McPherson. The runner's no good. Rebound McIntosh. Long pass down the floor to House, a little too long, and Earhart takes it. Here's Cottrell to Earhart for three. No good, and it's Friend with the rebound.
Yeah, first real look for Earhart. Little deep.
Like to apologize for the delay in the scoreboard updates. Trying to do a few things at once here, but we're doing our best as Miller finds House inside. Kicks it out. Friend, he'll shoot from long range. Can't get it to fall. Mosaic Cottrell with the rebound. Lancers pushing it up the floor. Here's Joy trying to go baseline on Friend. Friend trying to harass him down low. Kicks it out. McPherson back out to Cameron Joy. Lancers will reset. Cottrell has it near midcourt. Cottrell trying to get past House. Cottrell pulls up. Shot is good. It gets the lucky bounce.
Yeah, shooter's bounce really there for Cottrell. Nice pull up, about an 18.5-footer. He's really tough to guard because he can shoot from outside, but he's also super quick at getting to the rim.
Halfway through this opening period here at the Convo, Larkin Friend has it outside for Fairfield. Friend drives from inside. It's no good. Rebound Earhart. Lancers like to get up and down the floor in transition. Here's Cottrell. Kicks it out. Lancers working it around. Earhart, pull up. No good. Rebound Mosaic Cottrell. Earhart has it again. Lancers try to reset. Earhart spins. Gets it to fall. Tough basket from Andrew Earhart.
Yeah, you couldn't have said that better with how tough that was. Going into his defender, rolling away, knocking it down. We got our first tie of the game. Our first tie since 2-2.
4 points early on from Andrew Earhart. Neither team is connected from downtown as Friend pulls up from just inside, gets the friendly roll. Larkin Friend.
Yeah, 2 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds already from the stat sheet stuffer. Knocks down about a 16-footer there to take the lead back for the Lions.
I think you can say that again. Friend wasting no time making his impact on this game. Cottrell inside to Joy. Joy trying to back down Miller, kicks it out. Three-pointer is good from Mosaic Cottrell. The first three-pointer of this game belongs to the Lancers.
Good job there by Joy, just backing his man down. Collapse happens on the outside, able to kick it out. Mosaic Cottrell able to step in, buries the triple.
Lions look to answer. Here's McIntosh trying to go baseline, pulls up, offensive foul.
A second turnover already for the Lions. That's not going to be not seen here by this officiating crew. Just puts the off arm out, gets called for the push. Will be Fed Hawk ball.
First substitution of the game, Zane Buckley coming in for the Lancers, checking in for Mosiah Cottrell. We have a stoppage in play here, not sure.
Had a shoe tie.
Athletes always got to make sure they got the little things taken care of. Tying your shoes is one of them. As play resumes, here's Cam Joy. Outside to Cottrell. Only 2 points on the evening for Cottrell. Still early though. Cottrell Mid-range is good. Cottrell gets the roll.
Yeah, he might be 5'8"-ish, we'll say, but he does such a good job getting himself into scoring spots as he does so right there. Hits a little floater in the lane. 4 points on 2 of 2 shooting for the senior.
Cottrell back-to-back District 13 Player of the Year in Division 4's McIntosh fires from outside, can't get it to go. And it's McPherson with the rebound. Federal Hocking slowing it down a little bit.
Yeah, good look for McIntosh. He's unable to get the fall.
Cottrell thought about that pull-up three. Instead, he gets it back, kicks it out. Here's Buckley inside back to Cottrell. Evan McPherson now driving to the paint off the glass. No good. Rebound, Cade Miller.
Yeah, good job there by Larkin Friend to contest without fouling right there, as he could have definitely done so, but keeps it, uses his body, makes it really tough for McPherson.
McIntosh kicks it out to Friend from the corner. No good. It's Cottrell with the rebound, and Cottrell's trying to push it up the floor. Out to Earhart for three. That's good. Andrew Earhart airing it out from downtown.
Yeah, 7 points now for Earhart. This is a 8-0 lead now, or 8-0 run for the Lancers, and a 12-2 run overall.
Looks like the Lions will hold for this last shot as 24 seconds remain. Trey House out to Friend. Friend, fake dribble handoff, trying to get past Joy inside, turn around, kicks it out to Miller. Here's House from outside. No good, but it's rebounded by Friend. Friend, second effort's good. Friend doing what he does best. Cottrell, Earhart from the logo. No good, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter here at the Convo. Federal Hocking 14, Fairfield 10 after 8 minutes of play. You're watching Ohio High School Tournament Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
Everyone, Mike Glockner.
I'm Brandon Callahan.
Of the all-new Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Service Center in Portsmouth, Ohio. We have a $39.95 oil change special going on right now. That includes a free tire rotation and free multi-point inspection. Schedule your appointment online at GlocknerCDJR@Portsmouth.com.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
Look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at OhioHealth left cancer in the dust.
Second quarter about to get underway here from Athens. Federal Hocking out to an early 14-10 lead on the Fairfield Lions here in this Division 4 district final.
Yeah, a really good quarter for Tarek Cottrell. He had 4 points, made both of his shots. 7 points for Andrew Earhart, including a very deep three late in the quarter.
Cottrell and Earhart, the heart and soul of this team, as Cottrell kicks it out to Cameron Joy. Dylan Haynes checked in for the Lancers during the break. As Fairfield stays with the same 5 that started this game. Cottrell, dribble handoff to Earhart. Back out to Cottrell off the cut. Cottrell fires from downtown and hits.
That's such a ridiculous pass from Andrew Earhart. Left-handed, about a 40-foot bounce pass perfectly to Cottrell, who buries the triple. He's 3 for 3 from the field for 7 points.
A nice off-ball movement from Cottrell as well, as he gets the steal. Down the lane, off the glass for 2. Steal, drive, and basket for Tarek Cottrell, as we'll have a timeout. And we will stay here with you, as it is only a 30-second timeout. But, you know, the Lancers staying hot here.
Yeah,
in the second quarter.
They came out with a lot of energy. Seems like the games I've watched for Fairfield, they warm up. It's really strange. They warm up really hard, but then don't come out with that much energy and tend to get themselves a little bit behind before they get going later on. Coach Williams sees that. He's going to try to kill that immediately, get his guys ready to go right now, because you can't get this lead any bigger. 9 points, obviously the biggest it's been, but you've got to do what you can. Get back in this game slowly, and then you've got to do everything possible to take away Cottrell and Earhart on the other end.
You know, one of the things that Quentin Williams talked about after the last game was putting all 4 quarters together. Fairfield starting a little slow here, but there's plenty of time to get back into it.
Should be Griffin Friend is in.
That is Griffin Friend checking in for the Lions for the first time, as here's Trey House, guarded tight by Joy, gives it to Larkin Friend. Fairfield working the ball around. Here's McIntosh, kicks it out, Griffin Friend. Good ball movement here, but Lions need to get a shot off as House tried to pull up, and we have a foul on the Lancers.
First foul of the quarter, so we'll just have the ball underneath. Nice crowd here from Federal Hocking.
Yeah, Federal Hocking only about 15, 20 minutes outside of Athens. They came to the combo last year and brought a crowd that might have been bigger than this, but I love the atmosphere here. It almost feels like we're watching the Bobcats play right now with this crowd. McIntosh kicks it out to Griffin Friend on the inbound. FedHawk makes a couple big plays, and see this crowd going all the way up to the second deck. It'll get really loud here in the convo.
Miller almost got away with a walk there.
Here's McIntosh, baseline drive, goes up. Shot will not count.
The first foul on Cam Joy. I like the run of the horns action there for Coach Miller. I would like to see them go back to that Gonzaga action a little bit that they got the first basket of the game from, but maybe they saw something that either maybe, hey, we're going to go back to that a lot, and we don't want to give them that to adjust to at the half.
McPherson checking back in for the Lancers, as here's Larkin Friend.
And they're back into it.
Friend drives over the middle and one. Larkin Friend.
Yeah, 5 points now for Larkin Friend. Does a nice job driving through the middle of the lane, or 6 points for Larkin Friend. Driving through the middle of the lane, gets a little bonk on the head and finishes through the contact. He gets his first shot at the line, where he is an 81% free throw shooter on the year.
Like you said, Friend is only 6'1", but he's not afraid to battle down low as he knocks down that free throw.
7 points, 4 boards already for the 6'1" senior point guard.
5:42 remaining, 19-13 Federal Hocking. Here's Cottrell, pull-up three. It's good. Tarek Cottrell from downtown.
Cottrell 5 for 5 so far, 12 points for the senior. Doesn't want this to be his last game here at the Convo.
27 points in the last game for Cottrell as McIntosh inside, can't get it to fall. Second tip is good.
Stat padding. Nice job staying with it there by McIntosh. Good look by Larkin Friend. Doesn't get the first one to fall, but quick jump back and gets the tip in.
Good athleticism there by McIntosh to just jump up and tip that ball in over the middle of the rim. McPherson tries to get past McIntosh, and he traveled.
First turnover for Federal Hocking so far. So they've done a really good job taking care of the ball. They've shot it pretty well, and that's why you have a 7-point lead with 5 minutes left in the half against a pretty good defensive team.
Gabe Fouch comes back in for Fairfield. John, you and I both know Gabe Fouch, not only a good basketball player, but he's one of the top pitchers in the area, committed to Rio Grande to play baseball.
Yeah, and he'll be really successful there. He good switch hitter, does a nice job, just overall, just a really tough baseball player.
Threw 100 strikeouts last season, Gabe Fouch. He's looking to try to get his basketball team another district title as McIntosh spin cycle for 2. Logan McIntosh, back-to-back baskets for the Lions coming from number 11.
Yeah, pretty move there by the junior.
McPherson drives, kicks it, Mosiah Cottrell back outside. Here's Earhart now, inside to Cottrell, off the glass, no good. Rebound McIntosh.
That's seriously ridiculous defense from Larkin Friend to not foul.
Fouch jump stop, and he also traveled.
Yeah, but going back to the other side, like, you talk about verticality, and I have to think that these officials have to be like, that might be the first time we've seen verticality all year. Friend just goes straight up, but then they turn it over quickly on the other end.
Good movement and transition by the Lions. Just got to be able to finish down there. As we're under 4 minutes to go in this second quarter, Federal Hocking working the ball around the perimeter. Here's Cam Joy trying to get past Cade Miller. Baseline drive. Tried to find Mosiah Cottrell, but he couldn't hang on to it. Larkin Friend takes it for the Lions. Up the court to House. Back out to Friend inside. Cade Miller. Fouch drives. Jump stop. Blocked by Mosiah Cottrell. Good defense there from the sophomore. Federal Hocking takes back over. Behind the back pass to Joy from Earhart. Cottrell outside trying to get past Fouch. Fell over and lost possession, but Federal Hocking takes it back. Here's McPherson trying to get past Miller, but there was an offensive foul, I believe, on McPherson.
It's going to be a carry.
It's going to be a carry. Okay,
yeah.
So just a turnover, no foul. But still Fairfield getting an extra possession, and they've got a chance to make this a one-score game again.
Yeah, that's 3 turnovers all in this quarter. Not what Coach Thompson's looking for.
Friend lost it, but Earhart got it, and the foul's going to be on Fairfield, looks like.
Yeah, it's going to be a turnover and then a foul for the grab by Larkin Friend.
So kind of a missed opportunity for the Lions. Had a chance to get it back to 2 3-point game, but instead you turn it over.
They're going to get it right out.
Great defense by Cade Miller on Cam Joy coming up the floor. I think they're going to say it's out of bounds on Miller. Fedhawk will keep possession.
I think Miller's argument was that he pulled up and didn't touch it on the way out.
Cottrell trying to inbound to Earhart, and they're going to call a foul on House.
Yeah, where he's trying to be in his pocket all the way. He just got a little grab of the uniform there.
Head coach Jonathan Thompson for Federal Hocking in his 6th season as Lancers head coach. Been to the Convo quite a few times, but it wasn't until last year that they finally got that elusive district win as the lob to Earhart is unsuccessful, but he got it back, in McPherson with the nice finish off the glass.
Just an outstanding individual play there by Andrew Earhart, and a good finish by McPherson on the other end as well.
Just like how Coach Thompson drew that one up. Lions looking to answer, down 7. Here's McIntosh, pull up from just inside, no good. Rebound Friend, second effort's good.
Dude is everywhere.
You cannot stop Larkin Friend on the glass. Cottrell, pull up, off the glass, no good. McIntosh with the rebound.
It's the first miss for Cottrell.
2 minutes, 2 minutes.
He was 5 for 5 before that.
McIntosh gets his pocket picked by Cottrell. Here comes Cottrell, jump stop, reverse, no good. McIntosh takes it back, and he loses it, but the Lions take possession as Griffin Friend comes back in for Fairfield, as does Buckley for Federal Hocking.
Yeah, we're going to see McIntosh take a quick seat here after, a couple times not just getting the ball down court.
30-second timeout for Fedhawk will stay here as you see head coach Quentin Williams not happy with what's going on out there on the floor, but he's always willing to bring the intensity for this team. He said he's coached this senior class since they were in the 7th grade. He knows what this team is capable of doing.
Yeah, and he's a really young coach as well. He graduated in 2013, so just missed the last district title for the Lancers, or not the Lancers, but the Lions. But he brings that intensity at all times, and some people think it's just a lot. But I've been right next to the bench at times. I've watched him coach during timeouts, and it's very good. It's completely different than that intensity that you're going to see. He's going to bring the same intensity, but it's going to be a real focused intensity, which is what he's doing with McIntosh right now on the sideline.
Little press action here for Fed Hawk, back into some token pressure now as Friend stands near midcourt. Lions looking to get this deficit back to 1 score. As Fouch comes off the screen that was Friend. Here's Earhart now on the steal, fakes pass and off the glass for the nice 2. Nice steal and score from Andrew Earhart.
9 points now for Earhart. That's the 7th turnover for Fairfield.
Earhart's been kind of doing a little bit of everything tonight for Fed Hawk. Fairfield looking to answer, under 1 minute till halftime. Here's House coming off the screen, pulls up from outside, can't get it to go, and it's Cottrell with the rebound.
It's going to be an offensive foul.
Offensive foul on the rebound. House was trying to play a little tight there when Cottrell got off the rebound. They're going to call an intentional on Cottrell.
Yeah, just threw an elbow out. He's throwing the elbow out to get away from the grasp that he's in, but he connects with an upper body. It ends up being kind of an easy call, and that's going to get Larkin Friend to the line for a couple of free throws here.
Crowd here for Fed Hawk not happy with that, but
which I get. I mean, because he is getting fouled on the play, but where he rips away and he just puts the elbow out, that's where it ends up being an intentional foul.
Friend splits the difference at the line as McIntosh will come back in for Trey House. Even though Friend couldn't convert both of the free throws, that could be a little bit of a momentum shift for Fairfield.
Yeah, especially if they score here, because the ball was going to be Fed Hawk. With 48 seconds left in the quarter, there's a likelihood they hold for the last shot as well. So now you get a chance to cut into it a little bit more.
Miller takes the inbound dribble handoff to Friend, and looks like Fairfield's going to hold. Maybe not for the last shot, but they're going to burn a little time off this clock. Coming on 30 seconds to go till halftime. McIntosh from the college 3 is good. Logan McIntosh shot that one from Court Street.
Yeah, and that's where Coach Williams sits him down for a second, talks to him, and then says, hey, we need you. The junior steps right out, knocks down his first jump shot of the game. Big time shot for McIntosh, who's got 9.
Fed Hawk looking to answer going into the break. Here's Cottrell. Pull up 3 is no good. Buckley with the rebound, back out. McPherson at the buzzer, no good, and that will bring us to halftime here at the Convo. We've got a great one here in Athens. Federal Hocking 26, Fairfield 23. We'll take a break, but when we come back, we'll talk about what we saw in the first half. You're watching Ohio High School Tournament Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie & Son Trucking. Willie & Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student-athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week, presented by Willie & Son Trucking, each week at SOSAOhio.com.
Kimberly. Tons of practice. One chop away from a black belt. 7 of the best sidekicks. And 5 years since her cancer diagnosis at OhioHealth.
Halftime here in the Convo in Athens, Ohio. Federal Hocking leading Fairfield 26-23. Federal Hocking looked like they could be winning by more, led by as many as 9, but Fairfield continues to fight, and they only find themselves down by 1 score here at the break. Yeah, they did a really good job, Fairfield did, of countering pretty much every run that Fed Hawk made, and then they finished with a little run there at the end of the half. And as you mentioned, that intentional foul eventually leads to at least a 4-point swing, because Fed Hawk may have scored on the other end on that. So they had a chance, where are they up? 7, up 7. Gets the intentional foul. Say what you will about it. It just kind of, that's the call. And
They make one of the 2 free throws, then McIntosh hits the big 3, and you get a stop on the other end. And now you get the ball to start the second half. A lot of momentum over on the Fairfield side right now.
Yeah, Fairfield, like I said, was down by as many as 9 as 1 point, but they're right back into this game, and that's largely in part due to the play of Larkin Friend and Logan McIntosh.
Yeah, McIntosh knocked down it was the first 3 of the half for the Lions. They're now 1 of 7 from the outside. They don't shoot a ton of threes. They don't shoot a really high percentage. But when they do shoot them, they're at smart times. You've seen a couple of shots from Trey House that are pretty much in rhythm, just hasn't got him to fall. And then you run some action from McIntosh at the top of the key. I mean, he's very deep, knocks it down. He's got 9 points with 5 rebounds. Larkin Friend with 10 points, 5 rebounds, a couple of assists as well. Trey House hasn't scored. Gabe Fouch and Cade Miller both have 2. 7 turnovers, to me, is the big thing right now for the Lions. Just too many turnovers, and then the Lancers. I'm bad on this with the Lancers and Lions.
2 L's.
Yeah, the Lancers are doing a really good job of turning those turnovers into points. We had 2 ties early, 1 lead change. It's been pretty much all Federal Hocking so far after the first couple of minutes. And a lot of that's been because Tarek Cohen and Andrew Earhart have been outstanding overall. Earhart, he missed his first 3 shots, and then he's knocked down his last 3. He's got 9 points, including a deep 3. He had that really nice rebound, or not even a rebound, but it was an errant pass. Saves it in for Evan McPherson for a 2. He normally kicks 3s. Got him. And then Tarek Cohen ended with 12 points. Tarek Cottrell.
Well, we got our NFL players mixed up here.
Yeah, that was bad. Yeah. Tarek Cottrell with 12 points to lead all scorers on the day. He made his first 5 shots of the game. He missed his last couple, but he's playing really well overall, rebounding the ball at a high level for a player his size. He's got a couple of steals. Fed Hawk with only 3 turnovers so far, so that's one thing. Fairfield wants to try to get them to turn the ball over a little bit more, but overall it's been a pretty clean game. You also got 3 points for Mosiah Cottrell and 2 points for Evan McPherson. Other than that, it's been all Cottrell and Earhart for the Lancers.
Cottrell and Earhart, the 2,000-point scores on this Fed Hawk team, became the 4th and 5th respectively in Fed Hawk boys basketball history to reach the 1,000-point club. We'll take another break, and when we come back, we'll talk about the second half upcoming. You're watching Ohio High School Boys Tournament Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
There's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par Mar has it. Download the Par Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
This presentation of high school sports on Southern Ohio Sports Authority is brought to you in part by your local McDonald's. McDonald's proudly supports all area athletes again this season. Visit your local McDonald's in Chillicothe, Circleville, Greenfield, and Waverly. And be sure to check out SOSA's newly relaunched podcast, Overtime, presented by McDonald's.
Welcome back to Ohio University. Federal Hocking leading Fairfield 26-23. We were talking about over the break. Winner of this game goes to the Sweet 16 to face South Webster, who you saw in the last game got a hard-fought win over Trimble. Congratulations to head coach Norm Pearson on his 800th career win.
Yeah, he's just an outstanding coach. He's taken a South Webster group that was really good to start with, but they seem like they're splintering a little bit, and it's really been brought together, and that's why they're 22-3 and going back to the regionals for the first time since 2013. So this is the winner of this game, like you said, gets them. It's Tuesday, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
Tuesday at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Berlin Highland is going to come down here for the 6:15 game, whichever time it is.
Yes,
and
they will face the winner of that game just tipped off a little bit ago up in Columbus between the winner of Northside Christian and Gallion Northmore.
Yeah, and if it's Northside Christian, they've got a really good coach. The old coach at Worthington Christian is there. Coach Weekly does a great job there. It's his first year. They actually had their best player transfer out. Yeah, transfer out, and they still have a chance to get back here. But I think Highland's going to be the heavy favorite in that game, even though Highland's down a couple of key players. But they've still got, I can't think of his name right offhand. Still They got their top player back still available. But, yeah, so Highland will be here. They'll bring a big crowd no matter how many hours they got to drive.
No matter how many states they have to drive through.
Yeah, speaking of hours in the Southeast District, Fairland with a 27-point win in the regional final over Sheridan, 58-31. Congratulations to the Dragons for winning their second consecutive regional championship, and they will take on what I thought was going to be Akron St. Vincent St. Mary, but Streetboro knocked it off St. Vincent St. Mary, so we'll know who that game is. That'll be next Friday at 11. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to follow Jay Bruce SVC for updates for that one, because other people have real jobs and have to work. Yeah, I don't. So, yeah. But, yeah, if you're in here watching right now, we'll talk a little bit about the second half here in a second. But make sure you join us tomorrow afternoon. We've got Division III district championship games first up at noon. Both of these will be available on the SOSA Ohio YouTube channel that you're currently watching this on, or at sosaohio.com if you happen to be watching there. The Minford Falcons will take on the North Adams Green Devils at noon, and then a old school SOC2 matchup that no longer will happen will be at 4 when you got Wheelersburg and Northwest, both of which matching up for district championships, and kind of in a humorous way of like long time between district championships for a couple of teams, and the other teams are typically in that regional conversation where Northwest has never won one, and Minford hasn't won a district since 1995. So each of them has an excellent chance, and you can see both of those games here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
Yeah, Dewey and John will be back here at the Convo to bring you those two excellent games in D3, those district finals, tomorrow at noon and 4. But back to tonight, we've got a close game here at the half. What does each team need to do to, if you're Federal Hocking, stay out in front, but if you're Fairfield, climb back into this lead?
Well, for Fairfield, they're doing a good job of limiting what Andrew Earhart gets, because he's taken 2 threes. Both of them were very deep, so you're making things really difficult for him. Trey House is doing a great job there. You got to really focus in on Tarek Cottrell and make sure that he doesn't get going again in that second half, because if he has another 12 points, you're in big trouble, in my opinion, if you're the Lions. You got to try to make one of the other guys beat you. You got to try to make it be Joy, McPherson, the other Cottrell, Messiah Cottrell. You got to try to make one of those other guys beat you, and you can't let it be this two-headed monster of Earhart and Cottrell. For Federal Hocking, I think you just keep doing your same stuff defensively. You're doing a good job. Make sure that you are dominating the glass. You got to find Larkin Friend when he goes to the boards. You got to find him. Make sure that he doesn't boost those rebounding numbers up. He's got 5 so far. Keep him, if you can keep him under 12 rebounds, I think you're in pretty good shape if you're the Lancers.
Last season, again, Federal Hocking made it here to the Convo, won their first district title since 1970, a win over Notre Dame. They would lose in the regional semifinal to Berlin Highland in a close game. Lancers looking to get back there once again as the second half is underway here in Athens as Fairfield takes over. Friend high pass to McIntosh.
Yeah, good job killing that action for the Lancers.
Friend goes middle off the glass. Can't get it to go, but he gets his own rebound, and Cottrell takes it right back. Here come the Lancers now, looking to expand this lead to 2 scores. As Joy, guarded tight by Miller, finds Earhart from the corner 3, offensive foul.
Only the 4th turnover for the Lancers. Just McPherson just stepped out with it. Once again, you have to put that, if you're the screener, you have to put that on the guy coming off the screen to come off of you, because the second you move, it's a moving screen and it's going to get called 9 times out of 10. So you got to just stay there. If they don't run off you, it's not your fault.
Fairfield with another opportunity to tie this game. Here's House from the corner, no good. And it's rebound by Mosiah Cottrell.
A good drive and kick, and then nice job by Cottrell of pulling that board down.
Good look there for House, too, as we got a carry now on Cottrell. Back-to-back turnovers from the Lancers, and Federal Hocking missing out on their opportunities to kind of pull away. Fairfield still hanging in there.
Yeah, just get going too quick, and then when you stop, you just got to relax and let the ball go. Cottrell just turns it over without really going anywhere.
Here's Friend, pull up from mid-range, no good. Cottrell with the rebound. Pass up the floor to Joy. Joy off the glass.
First two for Cam Joy. Extends this to a 5-point lead.
First points of the night for Cameron Joy. Here's Fouch from downtown. In and out. Mosiah Cottrell with the rebound. Full court pass to Joy was a little too high. Lions will take back over.
Yeah, they're 1 for 1 this half, but 3 turnovers so far have eliminated any chances to extend this lead for the Lancers, as right now I think Coach Thompson's got to be a little frustrated because you're doing a really good job on the defensive end.
Fairfield has to be able to take advantage, however. Down 5, haven't scored yet, only 2 minutes into this third quarter, but they've had opportunities, got to be able to convert.
Yeah, they're 0 for 4 so far in the third quarter.
Here's Friend. Step through, off the glass is good. Bank is open for Larkin Friend.
Nice shot for Friend. He's got 12 now. Just having an outstanding season. He will definitely be an All-Ohioan, but he doesn't want his season to end tonight.
Friend averaging a double-double along with 7.5 assists on the season. Earhart, pull-up 3, it's good. Andrew Earhart from downtown.
Dude can just flat out shoot it. Like, that's
12 points on the evening for Earhart. 6-point lead for the Lancers. Fouch kicks it out to Friend. Fairfield looking to answer. No panic here from the Lions. Still slowing down, working for the best look. Friend finds Miller in the corner. That's good. Kate Miller, corner 3.
Yeah, Miller, a 47% three-point shooter, knocks down his 34th 3 of the season. Great find from Larkin Friend. Cuts it back down to a 3-point game.
Miller had 2 threes in the last game against Manchester. Cuts it back to a 1-score game. Cottrell tries to answer with the 3 of his own and does. Tarek Cottrell knocks it down, and Fairfield calls a timeout. Looks like we're going to take it with them. 34-28 Federal Hocking. You're watching Ohio High School Tournament Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
Richer. Countless nights in the garage. 8 shiny new pistons. 1 very happy 16-year-old granddaughter. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at OhioHealth.
Federal Hocking up 34-28 with 4:37 left in this third quarter. Both teams exchanging 3-point baskets as we had Earhart down here, followed by Cade Miller on the other end in the corner, and then Tarek Cottrell from downtown to push the lead back to 6 for the Lancers.
As Mark Jackson would say, hand down, man down. You just got to keep a hand up on him at all times because he can pull it from pretty much anywhere on the court.
It's the back-to-back District Player of the Year for a reason. 15 points on the night for Tarek Cottrell. Fairfield looking to get back within one score potentially. Fouch bounce pass to Friend on the wing. Fairfield running a 4-out, 1-in. Here's McIntosh. Down the paint, kicks it out. House looking, tries to get past Earhart. House to the basket, can't get it to go, and it's Earhart with the rebound.
He just didn't get it over the rim. It was a nice drive. Just kind of, I think it may have slipped off his hand as he was going up with it.
Here's Cottrell being guarded tight by Fouch. Earhart kind of had a double team, and House stole it, and we'll have a jump ball. It'll stay with Federal Hocking, but it's what you want to see on the defensive end if you're Fairfield.
Yeah, just able to rip that ball away by Trey House. Nice job defensively. Even though Earhart's got 12 points, I think Trey House has done a really good job on him so far tonight, because the shots he's made have just been unreal.
Fed Hoc looking to expand this lead even further. Earhart running three. What a shot from Andrew Earhart.
This dude. Biggest lead of the game once again at 9 points.
Unreal what we're seeing from Cottrell and Earhart tonight, as Friend running basket is good off the glass.
A good answer there from Friend. He's got 14 now. But you got to get some stops if you're Fairfield.
Here's Cottrell outside trying to get past Fouch.
Earhart just wants it.
They want to get Earhart open. He's got the hot hand. Cottrell bounce pass to McPherson. Can't finish.
A little bit of contact there from Cade Miller.
House, baseline drive. Kicks it out. Fouch. Extra pass. Back to Fouch. Off the glass and draws the foul. Tough basket down low from Gabe Fouch. And he'll go to the line for the bonus.
And you get down 9. Your point guard goes and scores, because that's what he does. Then you get the rebound. He may have a 3, but he calmly just hits Fouch as he's cutting, and Fouch does a nice job of finishing. 75% free throw shooter on the season. Bump that up a little bit.
Fouch finishes the and one. It's back to a 4-point game as Cottrell walks the ball up the floor for Fed Hoc. Lancers looking to go back to the Sweet 16 for the second year in a row. Lions looking for that elusive district title as Earhart can't fall that time.
Yeah, it was a little too deep on that one.
Fairfield slowing it down. They can get it back to 2, maybe 1 point here. House kicks it out. Miller thought about the 3. He'll drive, he'll stop, kick it back out to House. Coming up on 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Fairfield slowing it down. McIntosh inside. Pull up is good. Logan McIntosh from just inside the arc makes it a 2-point game. 11 points for McIntosh. Here's Joy from outside. No good. And it's rebounded by Fouch. Friend bounce pass to a wide open House. And that basket ties it up.
Yeah, and that's House's first basket of the game. 9-0 run is going to force the timeout. We're going to have a full timeout for the Lancers.
Fairfield ties it up here with 1:34 in this third quarter. You're watching Ohio High School Tournament Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
Everyone, Mike Glockner.
I'm Brandon Callahan.
Of the all-new Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Service Center in Portsmouth, Ohio. We have a $39.95 oil change special going on right now. That includes a free tire rotation and free multi-point inspection. Schedule your appointment online at GlocknerCDJR@Portsmouth.com.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
You look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at OhioHealth left cancer in the dust.
Got a few cheers in the crowd as Lou Horvath announces that the Ohio Bobcats taking down Miami tonight on the road. 6 wins in a row for the Bobcats, but here we are in the convo as Fairfield ties this one up thanks to a basket from Trey House.
Yeah, and Larkin Friend now 14.6 assists, 6 rebounds. He found House on that play. Nice pass up court, 9-0 run currently for the Lions.
Friend has been stuffing the stat sheet all night as Joy tried to find McPherson, but he couldn't hold on to it, and Fairfield has a chance to take the lead now and late in the third.
And that was because Larkin Friend got a hand on it. I know you're probably tired of hearing it, but I mean, he just does a little bit of everything, and including getting a hand on that ball.
Here's Friend outside, guarded by Cottrell. Out to House. House drive, kicks out. Here's Griffin Friend from the corner, knocks it down. We talked about Larkin Friend all night, but it's Griffin Friend who gives the Lions the lead.
I literally said, I don't love this sub. That's why Quentin Williams is 45-4, and I'm up here.
You were talking about it during the break. It worked out well for the Lions as McPherson gets the wide open basket inside. Nice find from Cottrell. Friend brings it up the floor for the Lions. They'll hold likely for the last shot, although we don't know. They'll try to kill some time here. Tried to find McIntosh. McPherson deflected it, but McIntosh gets it back. He drives off the glass with one hand. It's good. Nice basket from Logan McIntosh. Up to 13 on the night for the junior. Here's Cottrell now, trying to get past House. Tarek Cottrell drives inside, finds McPherson from the corner. That's good. Evan McPherson with the clutch 3 at the end of the third quarter, and that'll tie it right back up at 42. We've got a heck of a game here at the Convo. It's Fairfield 42, Federal Hocking 42, going into the fourth quarter. This is Ohio High School Tournament Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie & Son Trucking. Willie & Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week, presented by Willie & Son Trucking, each week at SOSAOhio.com.
Kimberly. Tons of practice. One chop away from a black belt. 7 of the best sidekicks. And 5 years since her cancer diagnosis at OhioHealth.
This is just about everything you could ask for in a district final. Tied up at 42 going into the fourth quarter. It's been a great one so far.
Yeah, both offenses really got going there in the third. I would look for the defense to tighten up a little bit here in the final 8 minutes as both teams trying to bring home that gold medal for the district title.
Here's Friend finding Cade Miller at the top of the key. Fairfield working it around in and out. Here's House. Drives, kicks it out. McIntosh pump fakes. He drives inside. McIntosh, no good. But he gets his own rebound, goes back up. Second effort's also no good, but we have a foul.
He'll have his first trip to the line here. Looked like he may have got himself a little, too far under the basket. But that's where it's really hard, because as a defender, you've got to think, I can't foul here. He's not going to make the shot. But you don't think that at that time, because he's very unlikely to make that shot from the angle he was at. But you don't really realize that playing defense.
McIntosh splits the difference at the line, but gets his own rebound. Can't get the second effort to fall, and Cottrell takes it back for Fedhawk.
Fedhawk's got to rebound better. It's too many offensive rebounds in a row right there.
Here's Earhart from the college 3, no good. Cade Miller with the rebound.
That was probably too easy. I don't know if Earhart shot a 3 that open in weeks.
Shot that from pretty deep as well. Here's Friend, spins, loses it, and Joy takes it back for Fedhawk.
First turnover of the second half.
Cottrell, pull-up 3, no good. Friend got the rebound, but he bounced it out of bounds, and it will stay with Federal Hocking.
You're going to start hearing the crowd a good bit, arguing about every call that happens. That's just what happens in a tight game, especially with the season on the line.
With two really passionate fan bases, especially Federal Hocking, as Earhart tips it in off the inbound.
Not the exact same play they ran to start the game, but very similar action as earlier. Earhart bullied his way in. That time they just hit him with the quick pass.
Nice little touch from Earhart to put that one off the glass. Gives Fed Hoc the lead right back. Miller thought about the three, but McPherson guarding him tight. Larkin Friend stands at midcourt, near midcourt, should say. Cade Miller out to Fouch. Here's Miller again, trying to drive inside. Pull up two is no good. And there was a fight for it. They're going to call a foul on Friend, and it will go back to the Lancers.
It'll be his second of the night. Only I believe the second of the period for the Lions. First team foul of the period, so both teams have quite a ways to go before the bonus sets in.
Mosiah Cottrell will come back in for the Lancers, in for Buckley. Original five out there for Fed Hoc, and for both teams for that matter. Same five that started the game out for Fairfield as well.
Got to watch that off arm if you're Cam Joy.
Joy trying to work past Miller, hands it off to Cottrell.
I'm going to say, but at the same time, Cade Miller had both hands on.
Tight defense from Fairfield as Friend picked it, and here he comes down the paint, goes up and finishes. Nice basket on the fast break from Larkin Friend. Fairfield goes up by one. Here's Cottrell, draws the foul on Fouch.
Yeah, our fourth lead change of the game along with 4 fouls. Larkin Friend 16 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds. I've got him for 3 steals. We'll have to see after the game what they've got him for.
Cottrell inbounds to his brother Mosiah Cottrell. McPherson back to Cottrell in the corner. This shot is good, and a foul. What a play from Tarek Cottrell. Huge corner three, and the Fed Hoc crowd in the convo is on their feet.
Yeah, really borderline basic out of bounds play. You can run it at any level, but if you execute it well, like obviously they did there, you're going to get an open look. Cottrell buries it. 4-point play now. Back to a 3-point lead. It's going to be a 30.
Timeout on Federal Hocking. And we'll stay right here with 5:32 to go in this district final. Federal Hocking 48-45. As I said before, this has just been everything you can ask for in this type of game. Here at the Convo district final, two teams that, one team's trying to get back to the Sweet 16 for the first time in a while, and the other team has only been there once in 54 years.
Yeah, one's got unfinished business. And actually both have unfinished business.
Absolutely.
Because I think both felt like they didn't play their best to finish the season last year. But right now, Federal Hocking's shooting 52.9% from 3 in the game, and that's the difference right now. Turnovers are similar. Both teams have 8. Now we're going to see full court pressure from Fed Hoc.
McIntosh will bring it up the floor for the Lions. He lost it, and Joy falls on it. Fed Hoc takes over. Here's Cottrell. Lob to Earhart, who tried to tip it in, but gets fouled by Friend. Nice action there from Federal Hocking.
Yeah, now you're going to get 2 shots for your best free throw shooter. Third foul on Friend. Nice defense there by Cam Joy.
2 shots.
First attempt from Earhart is good. Makes it a 4-point game.
$18 now for Earhart.
Second attempt is good, and that brings it to a 5-point game after both foul shots from Earhart are successful. And the inbound to Friend lost it, and Fedhock takes back over. And Fairfield's going to burn a timeout. Quentin Williams not happy about that one at all. That'll be a full timeout. We will take it with them. You're watching Ohio High School Tournament Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
Richer. Countless nights in the garage. 8 shiny new pistons. 1 very happy 16-year-old granddaughter. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at OhioHealth.
50-45, Federal Hocking. Huge turnover there. Costly turnover from Fairfield, and we were just talking about under the break what caused that turnover to take place.
Yeah, you can't take the ball out under the basket. I mean, there's a lot of pressure coming now. Like, you can take it out under the basket if there's no defensive pressure, but defensive pressure, you got to be able to move around a little bit and, find your guys, but then you add an extra defender with the basket there.
Cottrell inbounds to his brother. Here's Mosaic Cottrell, corner three, no good.
It's going to stay here.
And it's going to stay with the Lancers as it was off the hand of McIntosh. Fouch tried to save it, and he was just a little too late. Fedhock once again has an opportunity to expand this lead even further. Cottrell inbounds it. Nice play. Nice smart play to just throw it off the back of Larkin Friend there. Keeps possession.
Yeah, that's when you got a senior right there. He's counting in his head. He gets to 4. Just throw it in, get it off somebody.
Cottrell inbound to McPherson now. Back to Cottrell. And now the Lancers look like they're going to slow things down as Cottrell backs down near midcourt. Fairfield going to bring some pressure. And as they should, as that double team forces an errant pass from Cottrell, Fairfield takes over.
Yeah, both teams introducing a little extra pressure, and it's led to 3 turnovers in the last 4 possessions.
Here's Friend guarded by Cottrell up the floor. Friend drives, kicks it out. House thought about taking the 3. Pull-up jumper is no good. Mosiah Cottrell with the rebound. Tarek Cottrell up the floor to McPherson. McPherson from outside. Can't get it to fall. And it's Friend with the rebound. Here's McIntosh down the paint. Pump fakes. Goes up off the glass for the strong 2.
16 now for McIntosh. Nice find by Larkin Friend in transition.
Both Friend and McIntosh with 16 points, 7 rebounds. Lions trail by 3. Looking to get a huge stop here. McPherson out to Earhart. We got, believe, a foul away from the ball. It's gonna stay with the Lancers.
Should be shooting.
It will send the Lancers to the line.
Cam Joy. His first 2 shots at the line of the day. He's got 2 on the night.
Joy's season high back on January 23rd against Nelsonville as he misses that first free throw. 14 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists in a win over the Buckeyes. As Griffin Friend comes back in for the Lions in place of Gabe Fouch. Second attempt from Joy is no good either. And Friend gets the rebound. It's still a 3-point game. Fairfield wanting to get the best shot possible to maybe tie this up as we're just under 4 minutes here in this district final. McIntosh from downtown. No good. Rebound Griffin Friend. Lions get a new opportunity.
Yeah, get a good look there. McIntosh, his shot's been a little flat tonight. He has knocked down the one.
Friend almost lost it, gets it back. Finds McIntosh in the corner. This one is in and out. And it's rebounded by Mosiah Cottrell. Both the Cottrells exchange it as Tarek brings it up the floor.
Yeah, I say his shot had been flat, and McIntosh got some good air under that one and just rattles out.
Lancers looking for a little bit of a knockout punch. Cottrell kicks it out. Earhart off the screen from Mosiah Cottrell. Handoff to Joy, back out to Tarek Cottrell. Cottrell drives, finds McPherson down low, goes up, draws the foul. Nice action there from Cottrell to find Evan McPherson down low.
Evan McPherson's been really big for them in this second half. He's got 5 of his 7 in this half, including that big 3 in the corner to tie the game at the end of the third. Will have his first 2 shots at the line now.
McPherson knocks down the first one. Senior only had 4 points in the last game against Waterford, but he has, whether you can tell or not, he's made his mark in this game. Second attempt is good. McPherson goes 2 for 2 from the line. Federal Hocking's lead is back up to 5. Here's Cade Miller on the elbow. Out to McIntosh. Fairfield looking to get some guys open. Here's Griffin Friend, guarded tight. Goes baseline, pull up is no good, but draws the foul. That'll send Griffin Friend to the line.
Yeah, his first 2 free throw attempts coming for the freshman.
Foul charge to Mosiah Cottrell. His first, team second.
Big free throws here. I think on the other end, the big thing for the Lions has got to be just continuing, trying to make someone else beat you. But at this point, McPherson has to have a ton of confidence as he's really gotten going.
Fouch will come back into the game in place of Trey House. Second attempt from Griffin Friend is good. Lead is back down to 3.
Nice job by the freshman, who really wasn't part of the rotation really until the last couple of weeks of the season. So nice job stepping up for him.
Federal Hocking looking to answer. Still looking to maybe deliver a knockout punch. Late in this district final. Fouch guarding the ball tight, and a steal. Friend got pushed by Cottrell, and that'll send Friend. No, it won't. I was looking at the wrong fouls on the scoreboard there, but
it's only 3. Yeah.
Either way, Fairfield down by 3 gets possession back. They can tie it up right here.
Yeah, good read there by Larkin Friend, his 4th steal of the game.
Miller inbounds to Friend. Friend guarded tight by Cottrell. Cottrell's been playing tight defense on him all game long. Friend spins, step through, nice, tough finish. And the lead is down to 1.
Yeah, he's just so solid when he drives. Doesn't get himself in a bad position at all. 18 points now for Larkin Friend.
Cottrell step back off the front of the rim. McIntosh with the rebound. Here comes Fairfield. Just under 2 minutes, trying to find Miller. He didn't hold on to it. Here's McPherson, tough runner, no good. But they'll say it's out on Friend, and it will stay with the Lancers. Huge miscue there from Fairfield.
Yeah, you got a chance to take the lead, turn it over, but then, of course, Larkin Friend blocks a shot on the other end.
Cottrell to inbound on the baseline, trying to find somebody open. It's Earhart, 4-3. No good. Friend with the rebound. I don't think Earhart needed to take that shot. Fairfield will call a timeout.
It's going to be a full.
Will be a full timeout. We will stay here with 1:32 left in this game as Quentin Williams trying to motivate his team to find that next level for this last minute and a half. Play to get this much needed, this elusive district title win, one that Fairfield has not had in a long time.
Yeah, and Fed Hawk's doing a lot to give them extra possessions. That's 2 bad shots in a row. They got saved by the turnover on the one, but like that's 2 rush shots. You don't need to take rush shots. I mean, Earhart got going a little bit in that third quarter, but he's taken some wild shots lately. Got to look to get to the basket and kick if you're still trying to score, which, like, there's a minute 30 left. That's too much, to me, it's too much time to just run clock if you don't have the ball handlers to do it. But just, you got to take better shots if you're the Lancers. And now, for the Lions, you got to take care of the ball as well, because that was just a careless turnover on that last possession. That's what Coach Williams is really letting them know about, is like, we got to handle the ball, guys. I think you got to try to get Larkin Friend on that left wing, getting him going down the hill. If you're not going to run in any of your set offenses here, if you're going to run your Gonzaga stuff, your horns action, that's fine. But I think with Friend going from the left wing in is when they're best.
Lions looking to take the lead here. Larkin Friend out to Griffin Friend from outside, in and out. Rebound Larkin Friend, back up, second effort's good, and a foul. And the Lions take the lead.
This dude, he's got a double-double. 20 points, yeah. 20 points, 10 boards, 7 assists, 4 steals.
I know it's in his name, but if the Lions are able to hold on, I think Larkin's going to be a friend of the entire town of Leesburg.
Yeah, I'm not going to comment on that, but here comes a free throw here from Larkin Friend. An 81% free throw shooter on the year. He's 2 for 3 in the game.
Free throw's no good, and it's Buckley with the rebound.
Nice board from Buckley, just coming off the bench.
Here's Earhart now for Fed Hawk. They can take the lead right back with anything. Here's Buckley inside in a double team, and head coach Thompson will use a timeout here. Each team down to 1 timeout. It'll be a full timeout. We will take it with them. You're watching Ohio High School Tournament Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie & Son Trucking. Willie & Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student-athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week, presented by Willie & Son Trucking, each week at SOSAOhio.com.
Kimberly. Tons of practice. 1 chop away from a black belt. 7 of the best sidekicks. And 5 years since her cancer diagnosis at OhioHealth.
.105 left to play for a trip to the Sweet 16. It's been, like I said before, everything you could ask for in a game like this.
Federal Hawking's ran some really good actions so far on their baseline out of bounds plays, so wouldn't be surprised if they're trying to run their best right here.
They inbounded to McPherson.
Just get it in. Ain't nothing
1
wrong with
minute to
that.
play for a trip to the regional semifinals. South Webster awaits the winner. Here's Joy inside, finds Buckley down low. Buckley blocked by Friend. What a play by Friend, and it's out of bounds on Buckley. Fairfield takes over. What can Larkin Friend not do?
He's so solid all around.
Miller to inbound. They get it to Friend. 49 seconds. Fed Hawk applying the pressure. They double Friend. He's got to get it up the floor. Here's Miller. Timeout Fairfield. The Lions are out of timeouts now.
And that's something huge. With no timeouts left, any more pressure like that is going to make it, really difficult. Good job there by Coach Williams calling that last timeout. And really, I think with how athletic Fed Hawk is, they can just play good defense in the half court. Once it gets into the front court, I think you probably got a foul, but you've got the possession arrow if you're Fed Hawk. No fouls to give, so any fouls from here on out will result in free throws of some sort. Like we said, Friend, an 81% free throw shooter on the year, but he's 2 of 4 tonight. So while he's your best, he hasn't been really good tonight at the free throw line. That's the only place that he's struggled tonight, is at the free throw line.
If you're Federal Hocking, I don't think you worry about fouling just yet.
Yeah, I mean, I think you just got to put pressure on. If you foul, you foul.
You just want to make sure you don't foul on a shot attempt, if there is one. They foul Friend right there. That'll send him back to the line.
It's 2 no matter what. You're used to the college game, bud.
Yeah, I think lose a little used to the college game. He keeps calling double bonuses when there's no double bonus in high school basketball anymore.
It's all double bonus now.
But either way, I think that's a smart foul by Federal Hocking, because now at most you're down by 3. You get the ball back, and you have a chance to tie it or take the lead.
You can still go to the basket because you've got a timeout left, so you don't have to settle for a 3.
Dylan Haynes checking in for the Lancers.
Although it's not good because Mosiah Cottrell's got a huge wrap on his knee right now.
Second attempt from Friend is good. It's back to a 3-point game. Here comes Cottrell, 35 seconds left. Crowd on their feet here in the convo. Here's Joy, down the lane, off the glass, it's no good. Friend with the rebound. And Fouch has it that they foul Gabe Fouch. And he'll go to the line looking to put this game on ice. The Lion faithful loving what they see right now. They're 22 seconds and potentially a couple free throws away from a district title.
Yeah, I like the action that Fed Hawk ran, but I probably want that in Cottrell or Earhart's hands.
First attempt from Fouch is no good, so maybe a sign of life for Fed Hawk, but
I mean, you still got a timeout, so, 3 or 4 doesn't matter. You just got to go down and you got to score quick.
Second attempt is good. That makes it a 4-point game. 22.5 to go. Here's Cottrell. And Thompson will use his last timeout. Down by 4 with 19.5 to go. You don't look very happy about that.
No, because now, let's say it takes you 5 to 6 seconds to score. They've got another 5 seconds to take it out. So you pretty much have to get a 3 here because now it's down to 1 possession. So it's, that's coaching philosophy. That's fine. But for me, I would like to see Cottrell going downhill, trying to get to the basket. And I would still run it the same thing here. And then you just hope they miss one of the free throws or you get a turnover. But there's going to be a lot of time that runs off now. So at most, I would say they're going to get the ball back with like 8 or 9 seconds left if they score here. If they don't score, it's not over, but it's very close.
For Fairfield, too, you don't want to foul on a shot attempt either, especially if they end up shooting a 3. Don't want to foul them there because either way, there's still potential to tie it up here.
Yeah, and then Cottrell's going to take it out. Wouldn't be surprised to see him get it right back and maybe a quick shot from there.
Fairfield electing not to put any pressure on the ball. Cottrell gets it back off the inbound. Cottrell guarded tight, tried to find Haynes and he turns it over. It's out of bounds. And with 14.5 seconds to go, the Lions are all the more closer to a trip to the Sweet 16. Friend to inbound. Tried to throw it down the floor. It's Fouch. Fouch took a mean hit from Cottrell. Don't believe that was intentional. I think it was just his momentum running towards him.
Yeah.
Scary collision, but good to see both of them back up and moving.
And that's going to be it for Cottrell. Outstanding career for Cottrell. He's going to finish tonight with 19 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Just, dude left his heart out there. Right now is a little bit short, but once again, you just never know. Faucho, a 75% free throw shooter on the year. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Cottrell has been must-watch his whole career. First free throw from Fauch is no good. Still a 4-point game. Second attempt is no good. Earhart with the rebound. Lancers have to hurry. Earhart, shot is blocked by House. And they're going to dribble out the remainder of the clock. And that's going to do it. For the first time since 2014, the Fairfield Lions are going to the Sweet 16.
Defense at the end of the game. They do just enough defensively to make a run back to the Sweet 16. Congratulations to the Lions.
Lions made it here last year, undefeated, #1 team in the state. They bowed down to Green in the district final. They get back here this year, and they get their long-awaited redemption. Don't go away. We'll have the trophy presentation, and we'll talk about some stats here in this game and what's ahead here on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
Richer. Countless nights in the garage. 8 shiny new pistons. 1 very happy 16-year-old granddaughter. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at OhioHealth.
Back here in the convo, final score, Fairfield 56, Federal Hocking 52. Lions are district champions for the first time since 2014. John, we had a great game here tonight.
Yeah, just an outstanding game between 2 really good teams. I mean, you had, Fed Hawk just played their hearts out tonight, had a lead throughout most of the game. Fairfield took the lead back, and then Fed Hawk just came right back, took the lead again, but just a great close for Fairfield as they do it on the defensive end, as they put together some stops to finish the game and, go home 56-52 winners. They were led by Larkin Friend, 22 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks. Yeah, 2 blocks. Wasn't sure if it was 2 or 3.
It was crazy on the defensive end. Just propelled his team to victory on both offense and defense.
Yeah, then Logan McIntosh, 16 points, 8 rebounds, 6 points from Gabe Fouch, 5 from Cade Miller, 2 points from Trey House. And I wouldn't worry about the 2 points because he did a great job defensively. And I know Andrew Earhart had 19 points on him, but he was outstanding on him. Like, made it to where every one of the shots that Earhart had to make was extraordinarily difficult. Just, a great job by Trey House. And then 5 points for Griffin Friend off the bench. He had hit the 2 big free throws, hit a big 3 in the third. Just a really nice effort all around for the Lions. The Lancers, will come up short of their second straight district championship. Tarek Cottrell, I almost called him Cohen again. Tarek Cottrell led the way with 19 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. 19 points also for Andrew Earhart. He had 4 rebounds. 9 points for Evan McPherson, who was awesome today. Really did a good job of getting them back into this game. 2 points for Cam Joy, and then 3 points for Mosiah Cottrell. He had 7 rebounds too. A big part of the game was when he left with an injury because he was such a big help on the glass. He hit a big 3 in the first half. So hopefully it's just some sort of a bruise that he's able to, if he does anything in the spring, he's able to go do it. If not, hopefully it's just a quick recovery for him.
You just saw Federal Hocking accept their district runner-up awards, and now you see the 2024 district champion, the Fairfield Lions. For the first time in 10 years, they're coming back to the Convo on Tuesday night for a matchup with South Webster. What can we expect from that one?
All right, it's going to be a game South Webster's favored in. South Webster has been the best Division IV team in the Southeast District all year. But it really doesn't matter because the thing that Fairfield does really well, South Webster does not. The thing South Webster does really well, Fairfield does not. So it's just going to be a complete clash of styles in that game. You're going to have 800 career wins going against 46 career wins. But
big difference.
You've got an all-time legend, and then someone who, if he stays with it long enough, I think could do that same thing with Quentin Williams. I think really highly of Coach Williams. I think really highly of Coach Thompson for Federal Hocking in this game too, because these are not the easiest places to consistently win. Coach Thompson has consistently won here at Federal Hocking, and that's why they are back in this game once again. And it's a Coach Williams is in a really good spot, his alma mater, and they've done just an outstanding job. His staff has done a really good job as well of getting them back here for the second straight year and not dwelling on the loss last year, but just getting better at the things that they struggled with in that game.
Take a look real quick at the rest of the Southeast Division IV region. Obviously, we have Fairfield and South Webster meeting up Tuesday night at 8 o'clock right back here at the Convo, but then the game right before that will be Berlin Highland and what appears to be Northside Christian. They lead Gallion Northmore 44-22 at the half up at Ohio Dominican. So we've got a really good Division IV regional here with two of our teams in the mix as well. Guaranteed one of our teams in the regional final.
Yeah, and these two, they've been the two best teams all year. If you look at Division IV, if you look at Southeastern Ohio Preps, you had people arguing back and forth on who was better between South Webster and Fairfield. Now we get a chance on Tuesday night to see. Should be fun. Make sure you check out Overtime presented by McDonald's with me and Dewey will be coming out on Monday, where we will preview that game and talk about this game and every other game
in our area.
And then also, tomorrow, once again, 12 o'clock, we've got a pair of Division III District Championship games. 12 o'clock will be the Minford Falcons taking on the North Adams Green Devils in a rematch of last year's District Championship game. And then at 4 o'clock will be Wheelersburg, the number 1 seed, taking on the 4th seed Northwest Mohawks. So make sure you join us for both of those contests.
Make sure you join us. Indeed, Dewey and John will be taking over those two games. We'll let you stick around and watch the Lions cut down the nets as district champions. Your final score once again from the Convo, Fairfield 56, Federal Hocking 52. From Kenneth Hay, our cameraman, and John Bruce, I am Carson Francis. We hope you enjoyed this game tonight and enjoy the rest of your night. We hope to see you back here with us tomorrow from the Convo. Good night, everyone.